Straight Killerville, dog, 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 dog.
The way you reach for me in the heart of the night, the things I feel for you, I can't say just right. If it's all I'll ever do, I live my love for you.
Thank you, thank you. We are back. Another live from Fayettenam Friday. I'm the one and only Paul Masson, joined by Mr. J. We should have a special guest coming on. We already got comments. Shouts out to Demetrius Brown, Beat Flame. I did a song on it a year ago. Shouts out to Chris Porterfield. What up, fellas? Appreciate you tuning in. D Brown, what's up? Mr. J, how you doing, man?
All right, all right. Keeping everything moving as usual.
Anything new happened this week?
Nothing big. I'm just trying to get everything straight. You know what I mean? We got some more interviews coming up. We just got Mr. Serve on. Go ahead. He went ahead and locked in. So we'll have him coming up soon.
He was from No Limit, right? No Limit, right?
Limit. Yep.
That'll be interesting, man, because No Limit, they had a really, really good run, man. Really, really good run. What up, family? Says D Brown, Demetrius Brown. Appreciate you tuning in. What up, fam? Waiting on a special guest to come on here soon. What'd you think about that Billboard top 100 or top 50 rappers list, man? Let's get into that real quick.
I kind of looked at it, glanced at it. I didn't really pay a lot of attention. Of
They
course,
had
Billboard.
Yeah, like they had. Let me see if I can pull up just the top 20. Let's see. I want to just kind of dabble into the top 20, really. So they had Jay-Z first, Kendrick Lamar second, Nas third, Tupac fourth, and five. I mean, we really putting, man, we putting Kendrick and Nas over Tupac.
Yeah, it's a lot of recency bias, of course, per usual. And this is what you can expect from people who are not representative of the culture. They're representative of their respective brands or magazines or publications or whatever. And, they're not going to have the type of sight somebody from the culture actually would.
And then they got him over big. I don't know that I can put. What you say?
Didn't they have Drake on there somewhere too, or something like that?
Drake is in the top 10. Like they got Wayne and Drake in the top 10, right behind Biggie, over Snoop and Nicki. I'm like really confused on what they're going off of. Are they going off of success? Are they going off of rhyming ability? Because when you throw Snoop in your top 10, like you can't be really going off of rhyming ability to me.
Well,
I love Snoop, but
like I said, Snoop,
he's as basic as it gets, man.
He can be very basic, but like I said, there's a song on one of his albums. I think it's the Blue Carpet Treatment called "Think About It." It'll put you in another headspace as far as his skills are concerned. But it's always the same. It's the same thing. It's a lot of recency bias. A lot of we don't know exactly what the criteria is, how they gauge or judge each individual on their merits or their talents or their effect or impact on the culture, and I would have respected it more if it came from someplace like WXL or the Source. You got people who are just, they judge rock and roll, and the only thing they're doing now is judging this because they feel like it's the popular thing. It's going to get clicks, and you don't have any real wisdom or anything about any of the stuff that's going on. So
then you got like J. Cole in the middle over here, like in between LL and Scarface. You got Rock. You got, and they put whoever did this list. They put Rakim. It's Rakim, y'all. Not a Rakin. It's Rakim.
Yeah,
Whoever
see,
did this list, but like, I mean, LL and J. Cole back to back. I mean, what are we doing here, man?
I respect J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? But LL is gonna be in the top 10 or at least top 20 as far as like I don't understand none of it. It's all
I don't know,
backwards
because
to
they
me.
got Nicki, Wayne, Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. It's like they took the top 5 rappers of the last 10 years and like we gotta add them to the top 20 list.
Yeah, we got to do it because nobody will pay attention to the list otherwise. And you know what? Fine. If they're not paying attention, they're not real hip hop heads anyway. I mean, this is any kind of discussion like that for real hip hop heads and real, people from the culture who really understand what real MCing is about. It's not for the tweens. It's not for, teeny bopper who probably would rather be listening to Taylor Swift. You know, not their lane. Um, I think we're constantly getting these people who.
Where I'm going on that?
To the StreamYard link.
You send me the link? Or
Yeah, I can send it again.
Yeah, send the link to me now.
All right. Why?
I would have rather had them had something to say.
I had to put our guest on. I had to call our guest real quick, see what was up. Somebody said Nas and Rakim are working on an album together. What y'all think?
Iconic.
I don't know.
That's
the thing. I still got to hear I still got to hear the finished product. I mean, this is the thing, man.
You got
I get it. Like these guys, they gotta try to stay relevant, man. But at the same time, if you're not gonna put out a product that's still like good, man, even today, I don't know what to say, man. And look, we got a special guest about to come on. This guy had one of the dopest styles ever in hip hop. Y'all might know him as the Glock Clocker, the Block Locker, the Rock Chopper, the Shot Popper. Let's bring him on, the one and only Smoothe the Hustler. Smoothe, what's good, man?
What's up? What's up?
We gotta get you on the big screen, man. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I can't call this. This echo, is this shit too much?
That sound pretty. It sounds decent.
Let me jump. Let me go on my car. Let me get on my car. All right. I'm on the block. All right. Just for the record, Smooth is great in his hood. Always. I'm on the block. Look, with the home team, everybody working out. Everybody working out. All right. All right. Hold on a sec.
All right. We got Brownsville's finest. We got Brownsville's finest here.
Peace, God. Peace, peace.
Man, I've been wanting this interview for so long, man.
Man, P, you family, right? So
yeah,
I had to come do it, right? The last time somebody hit my other car, I was in traffic and they banged. Yeah. So that went left. But I just left the gym. So I just stopped to see my boys, around the way.
What, the Boxing Academy?
The Boxing Academy, indeed. BBA. Brownsville Boxing Academy, 1750 Pickens Avenue. Let's go, champ.
They got the bare knuckle going on tonight. BKFC.
Yeah, bare knuckle. Hey, yo, listen, I'm a fan. I'm becoming a huge fan of that, man.
I've been interviewing those cats. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, and even the women. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from the women, but shit, they getting it on.
They get bloody. They get bloody.
Yeah. I mean, I seen a few fights. I'm like, whoa, okay. Oh shit. So yeah, that's what it is. So what's going on, man? Live from Fayettenam, huh?
You've been through here before. That's why I want to start. So you
Yeah,
came through
man,
here
I've
with
been.
Biggie. You came
Yeah,
through
yeah,
here with
yeah,
Biggie.
indeed. Indeed. Club Images.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
Images,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Club Images. That shit was amazing. It was amazing. It started crazy though. Like if anybody was there back in the days, right? They called us out, right? So we come out, we start the show. I'm doing my 1-2s. I'm probably like maybe 3-4 minutes in it. Then from the corner of my eye, I see some dude just slowly kind of like strolling the stage and shit, right? So I I'm rapping this shit to the audience, but I'm side eyeing like somebody better get this motherfucker. So God bless him. One of my homies, Mike, and my brother-in-law, Smooth, another Smooth. They on stage and they catch the eye and I give them the eye, and then next thing you know, it was a lot of oh shit. But what was so crazy, right? What was so crazy is the crowd started booing. They was going boo, boo, going, motherfuckers was going crazy. So I'm in the back, Lil C's in the back, Biggie in the back, and I'm like, yo, oh shit, they booing, man. And Big like, hey, now yo, don't worry about that shit, man. Don't worry, it's probably ain't for you. So I'm like, and I swear to God, I'm like, I'm like, this fucking guy done fucked my flow up. So the dude at the show, he went back out there and was like, yo, y'all want to see Smooth the Hustler come back out here? And the motherfucking crowd went crazy.
Of
So I was
course.
like, oh shit, all right, there we go. So we went back out there and did our 1-2s and had a dope night. Big came out, closed the show, and then we was on stage for maybe 20 minutes after, back and forth with the verses. So whoever was there that night had a crazy night. Smooth the Hustle Trig, you know, the infamous Notorious B.I.G. and Lil C's was going crazy. But yeah, Fayetteville is a dope spot and was home for me for a nice little while on my rap track.
How did you end up on that tour?
Just knowing actually just knowing him and the counterparts around him. Um like every once in the blue, like I had love for and still got love for Junior Mafia and all of them. So it was genuine love. Like I would pass their way and throw the shout and vice versa. Um, but on once in a while, Big would stop through, and if he saw us out, he'd stop, and so we was just trading information. He started getting hot. He did the Elks spot downtown and just kind of start filling me in. Yo, I'm gonna be doing this and I'm doing this. I'm gonna be doing so, uh 6 degrees of separation, man. Knowing shit, knowing people.
So you ended up signing with Profile. Why did you not get the second album on Profile? We think the label just with their politics and they fuckery.
Well, I mean, it was a little bit of everything. The label at the time, uh, and yo, this was the game for motherfuckers who want to stay ahead of the game. You always meet the people that work for the label, right? Whether it's the
Mhm.
secretaries and A&Rs. So I knew that I knew what was going on under the table. They was actually gearing up to sell a catalog to Arista, right? So prior to me finding out, I had a small little budget that they decided to throw me, but that shit was peanuts. Remember, I was with DR Period at the time, and everything was in house. So
Yeah.
even for the first album, the album was pretty much done before we entertained the idea of signing with Profile. So when they did sign, they signed me through the production deal, right? So they
Okay.
didn't totally get Smooth the Hustler exclusively. It was through Next Level. But shit, the grind was real. The grind was real. Um, and I don't regret like none of the track. You know, the track was great. It was all independent from the beginning. I mean, CDs, uh, caravans, back and forth to Miami, from here, from New York to Miami, from Miami back here, upstate on back, and even to Canada. We was doing it all independent. We had pressed up the record and was moving, and then Profile, uh, Will Fulton, shouts to him. He was just everywhere I was performing, every spot that I ended up performing at, he was there. And I'm like, damn, this white kid, this dude is in the most grimiest shit. And you know, he coming to check a brother. So when it was time to talk, he had already convinced the label, like, yo, I just want him as raw as he can be. Like, let's just leave him like he is. Which I was on that anyway. Like, I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to change shit. Mind you, Def Jam, all the labels had already told me, nah, like Smooth the Hustler, like how we going to market this? And remember at that time that this whole thing about Hustler and all that shit wasn't as popular
Yeah.
as it is now. You know what I mean? I know Ice T, he had his Hustler shit, and it was like that sophisticated, you know, white collar shit. And I was on some hand to hand. I only was talking about what I was doing, hand to hand it, and you know, getting that first key, and dabbling in, we wasn't there. So that Hustler shit wasn't popping. And they was telling me, yo, you gotta change your name. And the songs I was giving them, including Broken Language, they was like, oh, like this shit ain't gonna make the radio. Like, you know. And so I was like, fuck it, we're gonna stick to what we doing and continue moving through the states and selling our shit and doing shows and selling out shows, you know. Um, so yeah, man, it was real fruitful. It was real fruitful. It actually taught me a lot about the game, and you know how much you need to look out for your own shit. Don't leave your shit in somebody else's hands. So yeah.
Your style, like, how'd you come up with that? And was there anybody with a style like that when you came out? I don't think there was there?
Shit, not that I can remember. Nah, to be totally honest, nah. But listen, you know, I've been inspired. I've since I started listening to hip hop, Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel, Furious Five, all of that hot shit my pops was playing. Um, I was influenced, right? So it could have came from any motherfucking where. As I listen to songs now, right? The old school songs. I'm talking about the songs that predate my shit. Um, I've heard once in a while somebody go some the such and such a, and maybe keep rhyming and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder if I may pick that shit up from one of these songs. Who the fuck knows, right? But that style is that's myself and my brother Trigger the Gambler.
So y'all came up with that together?
We came up with that together. We was back and forth. It was a braggadocious thing. It wasn't really no rap shit until we got in the hallway and, you know, idle time, we freestyling and, we just start talking crazy. Not even talking crazy, but talking that talk. I'm saying talking crazy for the public, but we just talking that talk. And the motherfuckers in the hallway, they know everybody, and some of everybody done spit, game in the hallway. My hallway was super infamous for motherfuckers coming to get busy. It was like the old uh uh rap battles and shit. Except it had about 8 feet to do your shit with Christ banging on the wall. So it was cool. It was cool. But nah. We the originators, man. Originator, no duplicator, blood clot. What you talk about, my old man? Shouts to the Trinities. Good.
Yeah. So just anything even close to that, only thing I can think that was even remotely in that sphere might have been
Yeah, if you
like
can think
Nas
of something,
Effects
let
or
me
something
know.
like that. Like Nas Effects, remotely.
Oh, DOS effects,
That kind of,
and I'm gonna tell you, when they came out, I was like, what the fuck? Which I know everybody did. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Everybody shouts to DOS effect. Those my homies. Were. Um, I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? So yeah, that shit made everybody go to the pad. Right. But I knew what I was juggling. I know I wasn't nowhere in that realm. But I knew I had some shit everywhere I was. I mean, again, Jay-Z, Biggie. I wasn't around Nas. I wasn't around only except for when him and AZ came to do the More Money, More Murder. I was there. I was cutting out the go do Glocks on cock with my man Kenny G. God rest his soul. And while I was sitting waiting for my man Kenny G to wrap up, Nas and AZ was there. DR was playing the beat. And I vaguely remember the shit. I was like, all right, it's cool. He had Illmatic and all that shit was out. So I was a fan at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. But a fan, but ready to eat somebody alive. You know what I'm saying? When you unknown and you standing around motherfuckers who done did it and doing what you want to do, I was itching, honestly. Itching. But it was all friendly competition. No malice or none of that shit. Just all friendly competition. But yeah, I ended up cutting out and going to do my own shit. And Glocks on Cock was born.
And as far as like, the whole broken language, did you ever understand the effect it was going to have? I mean, I don't know any DJ who's playing classic real hip hop that does not have that in his rotation when they're playing records.
Mm. Indeed, respect. Hey, I knew once we wrote this shit, and me and Trig was bouncing back and forth. I'm like, yo, we gotta fucking go record this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, DR had gave me the beat. So it wasn't no changes in it, but we was like, oh, this is like some shit that I never heard before. And we gotta go lay it. So once we laid it, I mean, yo, we sat and listened to this shit. And I was bringing my crimies in. Yo, listen to this. And everybody, at first they just like, it was like listening to, I don't know, some shit that you never heard before, right? Trying to read hieroglyphics or some shit. Everybody looking weird and shit, but just like, yo, this shit is like hitting. And then after the fourth or fifth time playing the shit, it was just like, yo, Duke, like, how we gonna get this shit heard? Like, this shit's saying the most worst shit ever. But we believed in the street, because I mean, again, all the drug dealers who I was fucking with was like, yo, this shit is all of the in the hood you got your sectors, right? So you got the stick up niggas, you got the drug dealers, you got the ball players, you got the players, everybody was saying the same shit. Oh, yo, this shit is gutter, yo, this shit. So yeah, we figured we was on to something. But you know, the big letdown, like the labels was like, nah, this shit ain't gonna happen. Like this shit ain't gonna make it to radio. Um, but you know, wow, the strength of the street. I swear to you, that's all it was. The strength of the street. They was calling, yo, what the fuck is this record? Yo, what's this record? What's this record? What's this record? Along with some help from a few DJs. Shouts to Craig G. Shouts to Stretch and Bobito. It was. I appreciate the love. They showed a brother love. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't because they knew me. I had some shit. So, you know.
And Ice-T's supposed to be like curating some things for you as far as like the beats and stuff.
Well,
How did y'all develop that relationship?
um, I was in Miami. I was in Miami or I think Atlanta. I was in Atlanta and doing some shows, and at this specific show, my man tapped me and go, "Yo, Ice manager want to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh shit, what the fuck? Let that nigga through."
I know
So
that's
I'm
right.
like, so he let him through. It was Mick Benzo. Shouts to Mick Benzo. And he was like, yo, Ice like y'all shit, yo. He fuck with your music, blah, 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 blah. Get at me, you know, when you back in New York. So I said, all right, cool. We ends up back in New York. I'm in the studio. My man comes, I'm backing up, pardon. But my man comes upstairs and is like, yo, Ice T on Hot 97, yo, bigging you up. So I'm like, oh shit, all right, that's what's up. So I stop what I'm doing and I go down the street. We was only like 4 or 5 blocks from Hot 97. So I go to Hot 97 and we sat downstairs for a second and he came downstairs. So you know, we introduced myself, which he knew who I was. We dapped it up. He told me next time I'm in LA to get at him. Right. So fast forward, maybe a month later, I'm in LA. I'm heading to LA, right, to go do shows. I call him. He like, yo, who picking y'all niggas up? I would tell them niggas, you know, you good, you good. I got you. I'm gonna pick you up. So he picked us up. And we went to his crib and chopped it up. He had like 100 motherfuckers in there, all kind of races and creeds and sets. Um, and he was like, yo, we're gonna come out, fuck with you at a show. I said, all right, cool. So I ain't really think much of it. I'm at the show. We tearing shit down, and the fucking crowd, the shit started parting like the Red Sea. And it's Ice T. He got like 100 motherfuckers with him. He jumps on stage. The fucking crowd just goes extra cuckoos. And he grabbed the mic and he closed the show with us with broken language. I ain't know he knew it, but the nigga rapped it with us. And it was automatic love from that point. I mean, it was automatic love from the initial meet at Hot 97, right? But that shit just added flair to the friendship. You know what I mean? And then from that, it was all good. Like, we don't really talk about rap shit that much. He became like a real brother of mine. When we do talk rap, we talk. But you know, he family. So you know, that's where that is. And now getting to the EP, so I'm at his crib, and you know, he got me listening to some shit from Dre and everybody else, just some small shit they doing and putting together, and I'm like, wow, this the new Snoop, and oh man, I was super inspired. So I jumps on my fucking Instagram and be like and say, oh shit, yeah, I'm doing a EP and blah blah. And Ice come right behind me. Oh yeah, we going. I was like, oh shit. So now I gotta do it, right? I was gonna take my time and like do other cool shit that I like doing, but now he done pimp me to the wall. So now I'm guns blazing right now, P. Hey y'all, listen, man. I'm so locked and loaded. I already got a few tracks to the side because they shut down an email of mine because he told everybody to send music, right? So they shut that shit down. But humbly, I went through every single email. I still got about 80 something emails left, probably. But I went through every email. Hey, yo, some of y'all producers, y'all got to step y'all game up. Y'all sent me some real whack shit. Real whack, just straight whack shit. I don't believe motherfuckers is doing that now. But anyway, it was a lot of hot shit too, right? But I'm not there. I'm somewhere else. So shouts to everybody who sent me beats. And if you did get a shout back, salute to you. You went in the second stage. If you didn't, no offense. It's just that it wasn't the one. You know what I'm saying? It was the one. Not saying you ain't the one, but that shit wasn't the one. But yeah, so I'm recording the EP now. I got 2 songs in. Shit's incredible, yo. I'm gonna let the world decide. But anyway, I'm pushing the envelope, right? I'm pushing the envelope, and that is no drug dealing shit. Like I done grew up. You ain't gonna be hearing me talking about how much drugs I'm slinging and all that shit. Like I'm grown. I got kids. I done made quite a few business moves and built a few businesses. Um, so, I only can give it to you from the grown man Smoother Hustler now. The other Smoother Hustler was wild and reckless but smart. Now I'm just smart and ruthless.
So I know Chuck D recently came out was talking about the rappers past 40 kind of needed to change their music. You agree with that?
You said Chuck D came, I'm sorry.
He was saying like rappers over 40 need to what was the thing he said? Need to stop putting out negative energies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, Chuck D said it.
Yeah, Chuck D.
Then it's golden. Then what the fuck?
It's
He
golden.
absolutely right. Nah, I mean he absolutely right though. I mean, listen, look. If you're doing the same shit you was doing now at 40, when that you was doing at 20, then yeah, you ain't learned shit. You ain't learned shit. You ain't grow up. You ain't do none of that. And if you got kids, it's even worse, right? So how do you navigate now? Well, for me, right? How do I navigate now due to the fact that you know I'm not that drug dealer dude no more? I'm not. I mean, do I have ties? You never lose the ties. You
Yeah.
grow up with these motherfuckers, and you never lose none of that. But yeah, now I'm wiser, smarter. I got a conscious. Um, and I regret a lot of the shit I did back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Like we tore up the neighborhood. I'm actually in the same neighborhood that I helped destroy at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I stopped to see my man Drama. He right there. But he owned the building now. Oh boy. So I stopped here to check with him because we invested some money with him. And oh boy. So I mean that's besides, that ain't the conversation. But I'm just saying, I helped destroy the neighborhood, man. So it's only right I help build this shit back up. And I don't have to physically be here, right? I mean, a lot of people do this type of shit and end up hurt or somebody do some wicked shit, to the motherfuckers who help try to build, right? But I think what we doing is very admirable. And if some shit jump off, it's because of some young motherfuckers. Some young, full of testosterone, young, smoother hustlers. That's who gonna do some bullshit. Other than that, all the OGs and all the motherfuckers who I respected who bust their gun and did everything else, everybody on board. everybody on board to build a neighborhood. You know what I mean? So I feel comfortable. And again, I'm like I said, I'm in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood, to stop through to check on the brothers. And yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep doing positive shit.
What's your relationship like with the boxing academy? Is that part of just giving back to the neighborhood?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a partner. Shouts to Shannon Briggs. Shouts to the whole team.
Oh, Shannon, that's
Kathy,
Shannon Briggs joint.
Shannon Briggs, Shannon, the
Okay.
two-time heavyweight champion of Brownsville, Brooklyn. You know, we got a bunch of champions, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We
Y'all
got
got
a
a lot.
bunch of
Y'all
champions.
got everything
Yeah,
in
man.
Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Well, we
Y'all
ain't
got
going. We
everything in
ain't going.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, we got a flavor, but I mean, we got flavor. But as far as the gym, absolutely, I'm a proud partner with the champ, and his goal was to help turn Brownsville around. And him and I was having a discussion, and we was talking the same shit. And I'm like, of course, I'm on board. So we met up and came back to Brownsville, and we doing the do. We got a lot of momentum happening. Shouts to all of the politicians and in the neighborhood in general. Everybody have been supportive. We really appreciate it. Now, for all the money people, right? Because we need that money. We need that money, and this shit ain't going in our pockets. We need money to hold us over until this government money kick in. Right? We got promised government money, but a promise is a promise. If we ain't got it, we ain't got it.
Yeah.
So right now we shooting for all of the big money. You know what I mean? Anybody who want to donate or want to even invest. Now is the time, because in a few months it's over with. Once the rocket ship is taken off, the only way you can get involved is bring a boxer or join the academy. But yeah, it's a cool thing. So yeah, the BBA, I'm a partner along with a bunch of other cool motherfuckers.
And before you go, when do you expect your EP to drop?
Oh shit. Uh I'm gonna start blessing y'all with singles. All right. I'm sure July,
Okay.
mid-July, I'm gonna let one go. And then we'll see what happens from there. I mean, look, I'm not looking to be famous. I ain't looking to, sell a quadrillion records and all that. Ain't even my. I just feel like I left my fans wanting more, right? And I gotta close out with some heavy shit. I gotta close out with some heavy shit, you know. Um, and I owe it to them. I owe it to myself.
We definitely want more, man. We definitely want more.
Definitely.
I appreciate it. Hey, look, man, I fell out of the loop because of personal situations. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, mom, she passed away from an aneurysm.
Oh
God
man,
bless
sorry to
her.
hear that.
It was something from that point. I like put the brakes. We was about to go touring and hustling. Um, put the brakes and then became a full-time dad. And then was actually um enjoying the shit because I was moving so much when my kids was born, my son and my daughter, and checking in when I'm back home, having for a few days, and then I'm back gone. And, I missed a lot of that shit. So to really bond with my son was I wouldn't give that up for the world, right? But I'm back on my shit. And shouts to Stetsasonic. Hey yo, look, we got a single out right now called Here We Go. With that, the album is called Here We Go Again. Shouts to Stetsasonic. I'm a super huge fan. I've been a fan of theirs since I can remember, and it was an honor jumping on the album with them. I'm on a joint called A Cypher Part One with Marla Rains. And so y'all should go check that. Go check that.
That's available on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. And shouts to Chuck D. Cause It's on his platform. Oh, he got Spit Slam, right? So yeah, it's on his shit. So yeah, yeah, just
Uh,
working. And shouts to my security company, Secure More Grounds out in Richmond, Virginia. And shouts to my brother Trig and the whole family. Doing a lot of great stuff, P. A lot of great stuff. Everything under the SMG umbrella, though. You feel me? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah. 1020
SMG,
gun.
Secure More Grounds. We got bail enforcement agents, unarmed guards, armed
Yeah, I heard
security
that.
guards.
I heard you doing security.
Well, yeah, I'm not physically doing it myself.
Yeah.
I did put on the GOM. Absolutely. I mean, and just kind of, test the waters at some of my sites, and then took it off and gave it back to the employees. But shouts to them. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to mix up the rapper with the boss sometimes. Like, oh shit, I thought you. Nah, you can't do that shit till you clock off. Till you off the clock. You could talk to me about rap off the clock. But anyway, shouts to the whole movement.
Definitely shouts out to DV alias Christ.
Shouts to DV. That's another one of my brothers. Come on, man. I mean, he's a brother of mine. And for you non-believers who don't think we like fuck with each other, like we fuck with each other. Like his moms is like my mom's is his mom's. But we are individual artists. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my love and attention is for this BBA because this will allow so many young brothers and sisters the opportunities that we didn't have. We was in the street, in the street, in the street. So this place is it's very dear to me. So a lot of shit I have taken a back seat in order to implement this stuff. You know what I mean? But again, I'm in the studio. Christ is on the EP. Trig is on the EP. And yeah, man, I'm just doing hustling shit, man. I'm a hustler. Rap was just one of them. I just so happen to be good at the shit.
Well, anything we could do to help the movement, man. The Boxing Academy, the EP. We definitely love once you drop that single to review it on our Saturday reviews that we do as
I
well.
would
You know you're going
appreciate that.
you
Yeah,
know
and I
you're gonna
want
get
not.
yays. You know you're gonna get yays anyways. No
I want
biasness, but
all.
you know it's gonna be yays.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. I don't, no yes men, no yes men. I'm all for getting thrown in with the sharks to see if I can swim.
Well, I ain't never heard nothing bad from you ever though. So
Well, I appreciate that, my brother. I
I
appreciate that.
never heard nothing
Everybody
bad
got
from
their
you.
opinion. Everybody got their opinion, but I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm a monster. Y'all motherfuckers better watch out because I'm coming. I ain't go nowhere. I've been sidelined and listening. It's a lot of cool shit happening. It's a lot of dope motherfuckers. Y'all know I'm gonna come push that envelope though.
Before you go,
Trust and
anybody you want to
believe.
shout out?
But shout out. I don't know. Hold on. Look, my team is real small, right? The motherfuckers I grew up is with the same people I'm with to this day. So besides the team, I want to shout out the BBA. I want to shout out the BBA team. Mark, Kathy, Tara, Champ, Mish, um, and I don't know, everybody who just kind of fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't wear that Hollywood shit. I don't wear that rap shit on my shoulder. None of that shit. I'm so very approachable. So shouts to everybody. Shouts to everybody. Get your money, man. Get your money.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. You know, you family, man. I've been dealing with you for years, man. And
For a long
anything we
time,
could
man.
do,
For a long time. Hey,
yeah.
yo, you owe me. You still owe me 15,000 from that key. I sent you nigga piecing me off 2,000. Nah, I'm joking. Hey, yo, look, Pete. You know it's all love, man. You know it's all love. Listen, anything you need, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We go back. So that's why I'm here.
We appreciate you, man. And you enjoy it, man, in Brownsville for us, man.
All right, indeed, my G.
All right,
Y'all
peace.
stay up. All right,
All right.
peace.
Well, that was the one and only Smooth the Hustler.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the Ice-T question in because I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, man. With him trying to curate all those beats and stuff for him and trying to get everything together for his project. I understand, when you have different projects and different businesses that you're trying to do and juggle different things, you're trying to put things together one thing at a time. You're not trying to put everything out. You know what I mean? You want to make sure it's the right thing at the right time and in the right sequence and in the right package. You just don't want to throw everything out.
Well, I'm
With
glad
everything you had
Ice-T
going
put him
on,
on
man.
the spot. I'm glad Ice-T put him on the spot, man, because I ain't gonna lie, I do want some more Smooth the Hustler music. We got the first album, we got Violent Times. If y'all ain't seen Violent Times or heard it, go check it out. He had the Nutty Professor soundtrack, which I think was Trigger the Gambler's single, actually. And I was actually checking out Trig's album the other day. It had some joints on there. It had some joints, but I don't know. They didn't market the Trigger album right. They really didn't.
Not at all. And that was kind of a transitional time for a lot of different artists. We saw a lot of bigger companies start to come in the game, and a lot of large amounts of money start to come in, and that's where they put a heavy influence on changing people's personalities, their presentation, a lot of the production got a little bit more slick as far as like the commercial aspect of it. So, they kind of tried to make certain people keep up with it. And anybody else who didn't try to keep up with it or wasn't feeling like they wanted to keep up with it kind of got shuffled off.
And the fact that like they said, "Oh, we can't get this on radio," like you couldn't really deny his style at the time, man. Like that style that they came up with, the Glock clocker, the rock chopper, the block locker, the spot, the shot, like that shit was just dope as fuck, man. Nobody had a style like that at the time, man. Like it was with a time when everybody was always claiming for everything to be original, and that was one of the most original styles at that time. Really was.
Yeah,
I just felt like, was he a little too hard for the game though?
I don't think so. I mean, at the time, like I said, it's a transitional period.
Yeah.
He was maybe a little too um, unpolished, and grimy for the suits. But I mean, for
Yeah,
the
he was
real hip hop
definitely too
heads,
grimy for the suits. He was definitely too grimy for the suits at that time, probably.
but for the real hip hop heads, everybody knew what it was,
Yeah, you know what it
and
was.
that's where you're really trying to see or start to see the kind of the divisions between the hip hop cats and the rap cats. You know what I mean? Where everything got a little bit more slickly polished, and you started to see
Y-
the real divisions in the game.
You know who would have really had a good album with Smooth the Hustler? Like MOP and Smooth the Hustler would have made a really good album, I think, because of their tones. Like Smooth, like his tone is really like, I don't know how he did it, man, to be honest with you, man. Like my voice would be harsh as hell, like the way his tone was, you know what I'm saying? Because his tone was a lot stronger than Trigger the Gamblers on there.
For their relationship, I'm surprised him and Ice-T hadn't put nothing together and hadn't done a collaboration.
I think they have done I think they've done a collaboration before. I think they got a couple songs together, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
gotta go.
Because you got
I have to do my
SMG, which
research.
is Sex Money Guns recordings, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Ice-T, Trigger the Gambler, Smooth the Hustler, and a few other cats that are actually the artists on that roster. So him and Ice-T are pretty much, they're like this, man. I mean, they're as close as anybody could be, man. I mean, at this point, I've been knowing him dealing with Ice-T for as long as I've been dealing with Smooth the Hustler. And I mean, we didn't. The only reason we got a like on one of our posts from Ice-T was because of Smooth the Hustler. And if Smooth the Hustler invite, if when we do up these clips and he invite, send this collaborator invite, and if he posts that to his account, he accepts the invite, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another like and maybe a comment from Ice-T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, it's such a small world, man, in this business. Like, we get so closer to people as we interview people, we network. I mean, we're like a phone call away from Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? A guy who's literally held down Law and Order, the longest running TV show for only God
5
knows
years.
how long.
25. Well, yeah. Well, actually 24. Because I think he came on the second season. He wasn't on there initially.
I think wait.
24, 22.
I thought Ice came on season 1.
I don't think it was on there the season 1.
I thought he came on in the middle of season 1. I could be wrong, but he's pretty much been there since day 1, though. Damn,
24 years ain't nothing to sneeze at neither.
Nah, I mean, not for one role.
Definitely not for one role. And who knows? Anybody who's ever been on television for that long. You know what I mean?
Steady paycheck, very steady paycheck. I mean, he don't really. I don't know. The Ice has to do much past Law and Order. I mean, he's had a few independent films here and there that I've seen him in. I think his best movie ever is probably got to be New Jack City.
Yeah, definitely New Jack City.
With him and Wesley and Chris Rock, and that one joint wasn't too bad. The one where they were hunting them.
Yeah, I think it's called The Game.
Yeah, Surviving the Game. Yeah, they got The Rock in there. The guy that played Rock in the TV movies, and there was a lot of decent actors in that movie actually, and whatnot. Man, we're about to hit the hour mark, man. Anything you want to get into before we go?
Of course, we still got the Underground Experience documentary out. One Heartbeat Away. I got to be writing that joint for BTS. I'm trying to do that collaboration coming up this week. I'm gonna be checking on making sure that runs smooth. We can get that done. Also, if everything goes well, I'll be interviewing Black Watch this week as well. So
okay,
we got those going on. Next month, I think I'll be interviewing Rick Marvel. So we're trying to make sure that well too. Just trying to wrap all that up, man. It's been a lot of stuff going on, so I'm kind of moving stuff around because I'm down a little bit, but we about to get back up. We're about to make some things happen. So
we got Cayenne the Lion King next Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and then don't forget, tune in tomorrow, Saturday, 5 p.m. for music reviews. I don't think we have any guests tomorrow, so we'll just be getting straight into music reviews. And we got Gasner, the artist, next Saturday. He's got nothing but yays on the music reviews and whatnot. Shouts out to Vinny Dangerous for chiming in last week. I don't know if you see, Illa G came like right when I was about to finish and wrap up the music reviews. Basically Illa G popped up. It was at a cousin's birthday party, so I did about a quick 18-minute interview. But I at least appreciate him for at least coming on, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was last minute, he did come on. He did we did get some clips out, some little bit of content, and he brought up the fact that Mobb Deep, I didn't know that they were the poetical prophets before they were Mobb Deep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. That's why we interview these cats, because we're trying to get that, that one little clip or that one little story that we don't know, you know what I'm saying? And whatnot. And shouts out to Mickey Fax, man. We just had him on last Friday, right?
Yeah, last Friday.
Yeah, I just put out another clip of Mickey Fax. Mickey Fax is really interesting, man. And after going through his catalog, he's up there. I mean,
He's got some dope joints.
he's up there, yo. Whoa, he's up there, yo, with the best. I don't care who it is. The greatest rappers of all time, the best up and coming rappers right now. Mickey Fax can go with the best. Definitely dope. And had a couple interesting things to say about, places we can't infiltrate, like streaming and radio and whatnot. Well, we hit the hour mark. Any shout outs before we go?
Well, of course, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody
Appreciate
who's keeping it moving. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mickey Fax. Shout out to Smooth the Hustler. Shout out to BTS.
Shouts out to Smooth.
Shout out to Black Watch, Rick Marvel. Of course, Kid Called Quest we're going to have on soon. And, you know what I'm saying, Bishop Omega, Cayenne the Lion King, Tef Illuminati.
And who was the guy? I just booked somebody recently. Who was it? Kid Sensation. Kid Sensation. He came out on Sir Mix-a-Lot's album.
Yeah.
Out of Seattle. I think we got him next month or August. We don't got too many more interviews this month. We just got old boy next week and Gasner, and then we get into July's. But yeah, stay tuned in every Friday, 7 p.m., every Saturday, 5 p.m. Shouts out to Trillanoyx, should be on tomorrow. Shouts out to DV Alias Christ for setting up the Smooth the Hustler interview. Definitely lost connection with Smooth the Hustler. Relink that. And shouts out to UG. He just called Trill recently. I need to reach out to UG myself. Shouts out to Hakeem Green, who I keep in touch with on a regular. Lady Luck. And Lenny Williams, I just texted him recently. He's doing good as well. Shouts out to everybody we interviewed on here before, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we about to call it go ahead.
So we about to keep building.
Yeah, we're gonna keep moving forward, man. Long as I'm still breathing, man. Gotta keep moving forward, man. Once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode live from Fayettenam, and we out. Peace.
Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog.